Today we're taking a look at these MLB matches: Seattle Mariners vs New York Yankees, Chicago White Sox vs Chicago Cubs, Boston Red Sox vs Toronto Blue Jays, New York Mets vs Philadelphia Phillies, and Texas Rangers vs Oakland Athletics, which are happening on Wednesday, May 19, 2021, and giving you match breakdowns, betting tips and predictions in general on these games. Welcome back to High Stakes. Let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos, and if you would like more betting tips and predictions, then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. 5 plans are available for each and every one of you. You can get 30 extra betting picks all the way up to 270 extra betting picks per month. Stop wasting hours of your time searching for bad betting advice that ends up costing you a lot of money. Join the High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks and advice. Seattle Mariners vs New York Yankees. Don't look now, but the Yankees are currently at a season best 11 games over the .500 mark. The Yankees' offense is dangerous from top to bottom with Gallo and Rizzo in the lineup. They have won 7 out of their last 8 games overall. Mariners starter Chris Flexen is pitching well, however the right-hander is completely different on the road, where he has registered a 5.44 ERA on the season. Furthermore, Seattle is struggling, winning only 3 out of their last 10 games overall. I am definitely not sold on this team, as they have a negative run differential and rank 27th in the big leagues in ops. The Seattle Mariners will not be mistaken as a good offensive team this season, as they are currently 27th in the majors with a .682 ops so far. This team has trouble recording base hits, as they are dead last in MLB, with a .222 team batting average so far. Seattle has been scoring a good amount of runs in August, as they are averaging 4.2 runs per game so far in the month, which is inflated by an 8-run game. Right fielder Mitch Haniger has been leading the offense this season, as he has an .814 ops with 25 home runs and 64 RBI this season. If Seattle can figure out how to score some runs, they will remain in the AL wild card race. Andrew Heaney will make his 20th start of the season on Friday. Heaney was awful in his Yankees debut earlier this week, serving up 4 runs on 4 solo bombs in a 4-inning outing against the Orioles in a 7-1 loss. The veteran southpaw did not fare well with the Angels this season either, posting a 5.42 ERA and a 1.32 WHIP, accompanied by a 6-8 record in 98 innings of work. He has allowed 8 runs in 7.1 innings against the Mariners this season and has filed a 4.28 ERA in 75.2 career innings against Seattle. My betting advice for that game is to pick New York Yankees -1.5. Chicago White Sox vs Chicago Cubs. If there is one thing we can expect when these teams meet on Saturday afternoon, it is the White Sox scoring 3 or 4 runs in the first 5 innings. Alzolay has consistently allowed that many runs this season, and he is facing one of the better lineups in baseball in this game. I would be more concerned about Rodon's velocity issues if he was facing a capable lineup, but he is not. The Cubs have absolutely no one left after Dylan Bryant, Baez, and Rizzo. A normally reliable White Sox bullpen that only got better at the trade deadline melted down in Friday's series opener on the south side, but was bailed out by the offense in the 10th inning. Andrew Vaughn opened the scoring in the 4th, and the White Sox looked to be in great shape in the 8th, after Cesar Hernandez's 2-run homer extended the lead to 4-1. The Cubs rallied to send the game to extras, where Brian Goodwin smoked a 2-run homer before Gavin Sheets and Tim Anderson added important RBI singles for insurance. To say Chicago is building towards the future would be an obvious statement. The Cubs made that clear when they broke up the team that won the World Series several years ago. They dealt Chris Bryant, Anthony Rizzo, and JV Baez at last week's trade deadline, leaving the cupboard bare to finish the 2021 season. Chicago has not won consecutive games since July 26 and is just 2-7 in its last 9 games. The Cubs dropped 2 out of 3 at Colorado earlier this week. They are 13.5 games back of Milwaukee in the NL Central. Their offense ranks number 27 with a team batting average of .228. My betting advice for that game is to pick Chicago White Sox -1.5. Boston Red Sox vs Toronto Blue Jays. The Blue Jays are playing well, having won 7 of their last 8 games overall and 6 of their first 7 true home games this season since returning to the Rogers Center. Overall, the Red Sox team is struggling, having dropped 6 of their last 7 contests, and Nick Pivetta doesn't have a strong track record against the Blue Jays. Pivetta has a 7.59 ERA against Toronto in 4 starts this season. Nick Pivetta struggled in his previous start against the Tampa Bay Rays. He went 4.2 innings and gave up 3 hits, 1 walk, 3 earned runs, and struck out 6 in a loss. On the season, he has a record of 8-5 with a 4.57 ERA, 1.32 WHIP, and a 126/49 KBB ratio in 21 games started. Opposing batters are hitting .235 off Pivetta. He has gone 6 innings or more in 9 starts. Walks have been a major issue for Pivetta this season. He has walked 2 batters or more in all but 2 games this season. My betting advice for that game is to pick Toronto Blue Jays. New York Mets vs Philadelphia Phillies. Mets starter Tyler Megill has been outstanding, holding his foe to 1 or 0 runs in 5 out of his last 6 starts and has served up just 2 homers in that span. This includes performances against the power-hitting Blue Jays and Braves. Furthermore, the Phillies are using Ranger Suarez as a starter, which is a strategy I'm not keen on considering he has been a relief pitcher all season. He logged 3 innings last time out and will likely have a longer leash. My betting advice for that game is to pick New York Mets. Texas Rangers vs Oakland Athletics. This one really comes down to what each team has to play for going down the stretch of the season. Texas dealt away several key contributors at the trade deadline and are dealing with a lot of youth, not to mention inexperience, giving them on-the-job training so to speak. Their uncertainty in the pitching department is problematic as well, while the lineup isn't nearly as intimidating as it was earlier in the year, with Joey Gallo having been traded to the Yankees. Irvin took a bitter loss his last time out in a 1-0 defeat to the Angels. The Rangers are having a season to forget with one of the worst records in the MLB. The starting rotation has been riddled with injuries, and as a result, Hyun-Jong Jang is expected to start the upcoming game with only 4 starts under his belt this season. Jang has struggled in his 4 starts as he has allowed 20 runs, while allowing a .552 expected opponent slugging percentage and a 6.83 expected ERA. Oakland won in walk-off fashion Wednesday night to earn a split of the 2-game interleague set with the Padres at home. The A's entered Friday second in the AL West, 4 games behind the Astros for the division lead. In the AL wild card picture, the team owns the second wild card spot by 1.5 games over the surging Yankees. On Wednesday, Matt Olson, 2 RBI, was the lone A's player with 2 hits. He hit a walk-off 2-run double in the bottom of the 10th to give Oakland the win. My betting advice for that game is to pick Oakland A's minus 1.5. Good luck to all of you. That's it for this video. Stay tuned and stay safe for the next betting tips and advice.